Hi! Today I'm going to do makeup and I haven't done that in a while. So I'm very slow at this. It takes me usually about half hour to 45 minutes just for like a regular look. Because I like lots of colors. This Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Moisturizer. This is in the color Birch 1.5. Get rid of the shininess by setting it with this here. This is just their powder. It's Fair 10 Neutral. So there we go. All right. So right now I've got it on the Complexion Rescue. I'm just gonna get it in there so it's like covering your pores and stuff. And I don't use like primers because those just seem to be not good for someone who is 44 years old now. So yeah, and they always just like drew attention to all of the flaws on my face, so I don't use a primer. All right, so if you hear me scream, it's because the kitten is playing by my feet and she's sharp. Just a note, like if you use I do my brows last, so like if I get too much foundation in a brow, I'll grab a Q-tip and just wipe out the excess and like make sure it looks good. So now I'm gonna go in with my big fluffy brush here. It Cosmetics is amazing with their brushes. They're high quality. This is also It Cosmetics. All right, so in with the big fluffy brush here, just kind of pat it gently and then lightly dust it over. You don't want too much because then it'll look like you're chalky. And I may be white, but I don't want to look like a piece of chalk. So yeah. So you can tell like this looks finished and this is just a little bit like more textured. So you can tell the difference here. And I typically don't use concealer because I'm not trying to hide how old I am. Maybe if I had dark circles, I actually go in with eyeshadow and touch it up a little bit. All right, other side now. And then I do have a beauty mark on my face. So like right now it looks pretty caked up because of the powder. Now I'm looking for my Q-tips. Gently lift up so it doesn't look bad. There's a couple things you can do, like with your eyes. Like I have very hooded eyes, so I have to use a primer, otherwise it just all pretty much disappears. So there's Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer potion, but my older sister turned me on to Paint Pots by MAC, and she's been using a paint pot for her primer for her eyeshadow for years. And this is a kind of a moist formula, so you just grab some with your finger and you tap it in and you get all your lid and you get the under eye too. And as you see, I get in the under eye. I'm taking that that dark ring out. I've been sick, but I don't want to look like I'm a freaking zombie. I'd rather look like I'm a vampire. So you can tell the difference already. It's like it's evened out the tone a little bit more. And I'm gonna go for the other eye now. This paint pot does dry into like a powdery finish. So you just kind of wait for it to dry a little bit and then you can go in. Actually, I'm not gonna use this brush. Use one of these. This is a Sephora brush. I like the short handles because I have astigmatism, which means I can see close. But it gets blurry fast. Kittens down there. Oh! 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 Kittens! Ow! Leave my foot alone! You little demon! Okay. Foundation and primer is on. Now, I do have a couple choices. Magnificent, but with MAC instead. So this eyeshadow palette was their exclusive Christmas palette. You know, there was no nothing to swatch, no ability to swatch any of this. So tell you the truth, I open shit all the time in places, but it was sealed, so and the woman was standing right there, so I didn't pop it open to take a peek at the color scheme. But I have this MAC, and these are the colors in the MAC palette. And then I also have a Morphe palette that I got. This one here, this is the Love Bite, and I got this at Target. And you can see it's got a lot of the same colors, but look at that pink. That's so fun. I'm trying to decide if I want to go neutral or pink. So this is actually more purpley than that one. That one is more pink. This is more purpley. As I look at these, there are shimmers in for the pants, and there isn't a pale blending color to put on my brow in these. This one is a little dark for my eye, so I'm gonna go into a trusty true old palette that most of you probably don't have or kick yourself for not getting. All right, so this is the Urban Decay Stoned Vibes palette, and in here, that one. That one right there, folks. Good Karma. Love that color. It works well. Then I'm gonna go into Good Vibes here. Put it through here, up above my crease, and like if you look right at me, the crease is right there. So like everything above is gonna be the pale color. And then I'm gonna drag Good Vibes in through the corner here because it gets a little blue sometimes, and then under my eye a little bit. Okay. All right, so you can already tell like the major difference. Like it's smoothed out the color, smooth this out so it's less blue. This in here is less. It's less gray. All right, other side. All right, now time for starting in on the color. Too dark. So I learned how to do makeup in the 2000s, not the 2010s, but the 2000s. So I tend to do my makeup differently than they teach you, like now. Right, so I'm gonna take the MAC one, and I'm gonna go in with color, Space Slipper, and I'm gonna start in here like this and blend it down and in like that. I'm not gonna put anything under my eye until I am mostly done with the eyeshadow. All right, that didn't do what I thought it would, because look at this color. It's actually lighter than Good Karma up there, so I guess I'm going for a sparkly look today, I guess, because I ain't doing the rest of the makeup over again. Right. So I did a little bit different. Since I know it's a bright color, I took it further in here, went up through here, blended it in, and then I dragged it around the eye right there. So I typically can't do cat eye looks because of the hooding. It just tends to disappear in the folds. So I work with what I got, and I don't do my makeup like most other people. So if you have hooded eyes like I do, maybe this will be helpful. So I'm gonna finish out this eye, and then I'm gonna start on a different color. So you know how people put that little dab of color right on their eye right in the corner here? Typically that's a mess for me because I don't have the skin of a 12-year-old. So I took Space Slipper and I just ran it along right in here. It's around here now, so you can see it. All right, next one. Let's go brown. All right, so I'm taking Next to Nude, and I'm gonna bring it in here, crossed here, and then I'm gonna take this darker brown, Space Cafe. I'm going to run that along the edge of the lid, possibly here. I don't do the V because it just doesn't work very well for me. And then after I'm done getting these two browns in there, I'm gonna take a little bit of this run it along the lash line underneath as kind of a darkening color. And then I'm going to run this closer to the lash line, the Space Cafe. Right, so you know what I'm doing. You're not going to see what I'm doing because I can't do both at once, but okay. See you in a sec. Alright, so I kind of a lot of fallout on this one, so I'm going to take the back of my magic eraser and just kind of lightly pick up the color that's, you know, flaking down. I think this one here is the one that is doing the most fallout for me, because I didn't obviously put it on right for the texture it is. So like when it's shimmery or sparkly, sometimes using your fingers better than using a brush. Alright, so I took the fallout off, and when you look straight ahead, you'll notice that the color of the light brown, the next to nude, is I brought it up into that, you know, that space slipper. So it's looking more like I want it to. And then I'm going to take this deep brown, again I'm going to hit the corners here, drag it along the eye line here, and along the eye line here. I have not put the next to nude through the bottom yet, but I will. So for the majority of what I do on my eyes, I use this is a Sephora brush. It's a shadow brush, and I always get the small ones because eyesight is not always 20/20, folks. I'm going to be using a smudge brush. Welcome to what I call the Uncle Fester stage of your makeup, where everything looks like a mess and you just have to trust the process. Haha, success! Some of the next to nude and run it along so you can see I kind of did a little bit more than a liner would. And then with the dark Space Cafe, I took it in here. And then it was looking really patchy, so because this brush isn't necessarily meant to blend, it's a smudge brush, and I use it to get color where I want it, and then I will take a fluffier brush and get the color in the shading that I want. All right, so we've achieved that. Next, we're going to go in and do the rest of this eye in the cafe. Right here, and I'm going to probably pack in a little bit more of that dark brown in here, so it kind of flows better with the under eye. Okay, so try and get this so it's not so falling over. I have finished my eyeshadow for the most part, so instead of like going back in with eyeshadow, I'll use a highlighter. This wonderful cheapy brush was a unicorn set for little girls at Target way back in the day, but this here is just a little point and it doesn't flare, so I'm able to bring in the color in the corners again, because I had to when I was doing the dark brown, I ended up having to take away from some of the color of that space slipper in the corners, but I'm not going to go back in with space slipper. I choose you. This is a Moonlighter from Black Moon Cosmetics. They are an indie brand. Sorry, I can talk. Really, I can. And this is the bioluminescence powder. This color is called Squid. This is vegan and cruelty free. So I'm just going to dab a little bit on there. Not a lot. I'm going to take it in this corner right here, and I'm going to spread it up and in and around. I'm going to go in and use these guys to pick up some of that extra color that may have made it down. Now, you know those people who say you can't pick makeup back up after you've dropped it down? That's a lie. Do it every day. Well, not every day. Every day I do makeup because I'm messy and I am me, and it actually works. But you have to be very careful, like how you do it. Otherwise, you end up with a smudge fest. And on those days where I plan to do makeup and I mess it up so bad, I just go without makeup, clean it off, don't be afraid of having your natural skin show. I typically do all my TikToks without any makeup on because I don't care. I don't care what you think. Women should not be forced to wear makeup to feel beautiful. And I literally could not wear makeup until a Sephora came to our town in probably the late 2000s into 2010s. And I was finally able to get makeup that doesn't make me break out in hives. Revlon hives. CoverGirl hives. Yeah. So I never thought it was important to wear makeup every day, because I do have very sensitive skin on top of it. Like, I can do makeup maybe 3 days in a row for like a convention or something, but after that I have to give my skin a rest because it's delicate. And yeah. All right, onward. What shall we do now? Tell you what, that eyebrow hair is gonna go away right there. That long one, boom, gone. No, let's look at Patrick again. I think I'm gonna go with that peachy color down here for my blush. And yes, I do it like I'm from the 80s. First I gotta find the blush brush, right? You know, got all these brushes everywhere. It's an absolute horrible mess because I have cats. This is covered in cat hair. But this is my contour brush. I don't do any contour. I don't do any bronzing. I don't do any sculpting. Because it just looks like I have dirt on my skin. The gods blessed me with pale skin. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to clean off this color here. So, if you're not aware, dab into this bottom color. So this is the She's Flushed by Patrick Ta. They don't have their own specific individualized colors. Alright, so you see this here? My natural shadow. I'm gonna go just above it. Like that. Up into the hairline. Like that. And you want to do a little bit here. And the trick to look like you're not from the 80s or you're not wearing water paint is to blend it out. Okay? And do not put it on thick. You want to build up your layers a little bit at a time. I didn't put any on the apple of my cheek, so you can see that there, right? I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'm going to show you what I do with highlighter. It's fun. Alright, now that we got it on, and it's kind of like this, I'm gonna drag it up so that the color is not like a line. So this one's more in the light. You can see better with this. See, it's more of a line right now. And bring it up gently like that. And then we can clean it up, the brush up a little bit, and drag it down a little bit. Like that. And then you'll see it's more natural now. Up, down. Now I look like I have tone in my skin. I don't really actually have a lot of tone in my skin. This is more than I'm used to. It's mostly even. It's more heavy on this side though. So I'm going to clean this brush up a little bit more. So I'm not like putting a lot of color on there, but I'm not taking too much away. So here we go. Okay. Alright. Highlighter time. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with Squid again from Black Moon Cosmetics with my Moonlighter. And I have, well, that's a precision shadow brush. Dude, it's gotta be this one. It's this one. All right. So this is my concealer brush. It's not a concealer. It's too big to be concealer. All right. So we're gonna take our concealer brush with our highlighter and do this and this. Just kind of swirl it around, and then we're gonna take this and run it right here, and I'm going to blend it out a little bit more, and then you'll see the next step. Try to keep this only on top of your cheekbone. I'm lucky. I have beautiful ancestry, and I have good cheekbones. So sorry if you don't have that. You'll have to make them up. You'll have to do the contouring that I don't do. Here we go. And then I'm gonna drag it up into this shadow, because I know you're not supposed to apparently, but I do anyway, because when I am not looking down and causing that shadow to illuminate, that's what it does. So you can see the difference. You can see where the highlighter is, right? You can see this is pretty pale right now. I think I might actually put bronzer in there to create a shadow. Or shall I leave it? I'll think about it. Alright. Gonna put you back. Alright, so I got highlighter. Yes, highlighter here and up, here and up. Now I'm going to take a smaller brush, and this is the Precision Shadow Brush. How is that precision? Ask me. That like is so big. It's so big. Forgive me. I'm a freaking artist. Did run away to art college, and that lasted a semester because I was starving, literally. Alright, so here we go. Tap it into the brush. And then I'm going to take this and run it along the brow bone. First things first, I'm getting rid of that hair. Ha! It's gone! Alright. Then we're going to take this and run it under the eyebrow and across the brow bone like that. On both sides. There we go. And the next step, bet you didn't think this was coming, is sparkle. So we got a basic look on right now with highlighter, but it needs some sparkle. And I'm gonna stay away from that beautiful pink for now, because I kind of want to do more of a darker look today. So these colors here are Galaxy Glimmer and Light Year Lilac, and there is shimmer in that lilac. So I'm going to take my finger, dab it right down in the center, and do just a little bit. See that? And I did put it over the brown, the dark brown, and it just adds a little bit of ping. So we got just a little bit of purple in there, a little bit of lilac, Galaxy Glimmer. I'll have to play with that one next time. We got a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of purple, and now it's time for brows. Medium brown brow wiz. Time for eyebrows. Okay, so you can tell the difference obviously, but I kind of do, like, it's supposed to be like a line, but I think this is too thick. Like every single one is too thick. So I get the color in there and then I drag it up like that to kind of create those hairs, and then drag this through. Then I'll do the other side. Alright, you'll see I got a little bit of smudgy right there, so I'm going to take it and lift it up. Be very delicate when you're lifting colors up. Brows are done. amazing how just a wee bit of color, like, I mean, seriously, just a tiny bit can make that or break that. I'm gonna do mascara next. Trying to decide if I want to throw in a selection of eyeliner. So I got a ColourPop cream gel liner, and this is a multi-chrome, so we're really gonna get that pop of color in there, and I'm gonna do it in that little lighter space on my eye. All right, so that kind of pulls that lilac. You can see it better because it color theory. But see, it's very little bit in there. Now I'm gonna do the other side. All right, one of these guys, and take it in there and blend in the eyeliner. There we go. I like it. So I always get the small ones because eyesight. And the big ones are just too unwieldy. I'm gonna fuck this up. Almost guarantee it. I did the top without fucking up. What? Alright, the next step. Got told in the 90s that my bottom lashes were amazing, and they're really long for most people's eyes, but I would like if I wore mascara, I would like clean off the end so it didn't look as long because I was embarrassed by it, or I didn't like how it looked at the time. But now I'm like, hey, I got lashes. Look at that. That will fuck you up. Praise heavens for Q-tips, right? There we go. And I did get a little bit on my cheek. You let the mascara dry. Don't try to wipe out when it's wet. If you wipe out when it's wet, it's gonna leave a streak. Gotta wait until it's dry. See? That's better. Okay. Lipstick. What color to go with this look? Alright, so Linea. I don't think you pronounce the G. Lip sleeping mask. You can also use this as something to get the dryness out of your lips. I do have a sugar scrub in the bathroom. Smells pretty good actually, but since I can't do that while I have makeup on without destroying my face, what I just spent however long that was, probably an hour, because I'm talking to you at the same time and not focused. So this guy comes with a little spatula. Now I don't want a lot because I'm not going to bed, so I'm just gonna like moisten my lips with this a wee little bit. All right, get that smeared in good. So I could just leave it here, but I would like to play with something I haven't played with yet. So I have Makeup by Mario. I got a little kit, don't remember what from, but this is Rosewood Glow with the liner, Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Liner in Rich Mauve. So I've learned you don't just line your lips anymore like we did in the 90s, which I never could manage to pull off. You actually color in your lip and then you put the lipstick on top. Who knew? That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah? Not a line. Much easier. You go in it out. Like, when you go in it out, just the lipstick. Ooh. It's actually more of a like a glossy thing. That. This is a Rosewood Glow. It's the Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. We'll see. I don't know if I use it. I think I've used this. It looks like I used it. And I also learned another thing. People tap in their lipstick now. Look at that. I gotta take the Q-tip to the edges on near my Cupid's bow. You'll see that little imperfection. Alright. I'm done. Finally. Now let's get some clothes on. Well, this is clothes, but it's my workout shirt. I really like it. I think it's from... I don't know, I just like the color. Like a pumpkin. I'm not gonna wear a skirt because my kitten just turned, she's 5.5 months old. And she's a kitten. And she does, I call them bug bites. She scratches me. And she bites me. And it leaves little marks. I'd show you. I mean, I got like, I can't really shave it because it's that many ouches. Okay, but I'm gonna do pants. And I'm probably gonna do a belt. And I got a really cool shirt. This one is from Killstar. And they're going down the drain, but this one I like. I know that all these supposed sales that they're doing are really just bringing in cheaper clothes with less quality. Oops. I don't know if you noticed the models on the newer clothes. They're not in the alt scene. They're just dressing up. You can tell in their like soul. If you can read the soul of a person, you know they're not true. They're just wearing the clothes. They're hangers. Hanger people. What the fuck is up with that? Seriously? Women being treated like hangers? It's not okay. Let them wear what they genuinely like look good in, you know? And oh, still got the tag on this one. Hold on, I gotta go get a scissors. Little one's up to mischief. She's gonna be helping me in a second. Alright. I think this is gonna be good. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. You hop in bugaboo. A little bow. And tight. Due to kittens, I have to hide my strings. Alright. Take it over the top. I have no idea what this looks like right now. I have to get some necklaces on. And glasses because I can't tell what I'm doing. Alright, necklaces. Let's see what we got. Maybe. Does it work? I think it does. Let's see here. This was from that really shitty adult Claire's. And they are not even on the level of quality of Claire's. I don't really want to mention what company it was. But my earrings, they fell apart the first time I wore them. Like the stones fell out of them. So I don't recommend going to adult Claire's. Forget what they're called. But they're not there anymore. So I don't need to worry about it. They're probably closed down due to shittiness. Oh, no, it's just, are you thinking about me? The cat is. Wow. Bobby. I forgot this existed. It's what I was looking for. I was looking for a butterfly. And it would sit about here. So this is jewelry made by Vera Worthington. And, she's an amazing artist. She does resin things. This just happens to be a wee little black cat on a teardrop shaped piece of resin. I gotta trim this up so it sits where I want it to because it's just a little ball chain. So I'll do that in a second here. All right. Earrings. So these were a pair I got off of Vampire Freaks a few years back, and I haven't seen anything this cute again. And these are just like a simple plastic earring, so it's really light, and I just gotta get the dust off of them. I'll show you that. Look at that! So freaking cute. I don't wear earrings every day, cause my earring holes turned black. Anything I put in there. So I only wear earrings for a little bit at a time. And they kind of get, you know, they kind of shrink in size. And I've only had to like force it open, like stretch it a little bit with the earring. But I've never had to like get my ear holes re-pierced, which I guess I'm lucky, because some people have they close fully, which is weird, but okay. Maybe I'm the weird one. I might be the weird one. Weird. Here we go. The kitten is going to find this highly entertaining. Alright. I'm done. I'll show you, like, no, you don't want to see my bug bites. But I can show you the source of my bug bites. Ta-da! We got Bugs the owl cat in Meow Ma's house. She's like, what you doing? Let me go. She's so cute. Alright, I'm gonna do the outfit reveal and a prance, I guess. So I was moving something in my hallway and I kind of broke something. So yeah, oops. Now we're gonna do the outfit reveal. Provided I don't knock anything else out. That's breakable. Very good at that lately. Especially good at that. Here we go. Outfit reveal. So, these pants are just black flare pants. I think they are Arizona. The shirt is a apparently not very well made Killstar shirt. Oh, it just needs its trims, its studs snapped here. Okay, alright. It's fine. It's just like a buttonhole. You know how sometimes the manufacturer doesn't trim the little things. But I will trim that shortly. And here we go. And the belt is a waist cincher. Also from Killstar. And then here we go. Here I am. And I've lost a lot of weight. Cool, right? I'm doing it for my health, not because you want me to. Take care.